Thought for the day. At its core, assertiveness is about the courage to express differences.
Welcome to 7 Minutes for Yourself. I'm Christina Aina, and I'm so glad you've joined me for what I believe will be 7 of the most enriching minutes of your day. Let's take this time to reconnect with ourselves and improve our well-being.
In today's episode of 7 Minutes for Yourself, we discuss some strategies to help you become more assertive in the moment. Have a listen.
Being assertive when you need to on the spot can be really challenging. I don't know if it's ever happened to you, but whenever I'm in front of someone who has said a negative comment and I have to respond, I freeze. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to respond to this person until 20 minutes later when I have walked away from the situation. Then I think of what I could have said, what I should have said to that person, but it's too late. This delayed response time isn't helpful when you need to be assertive in the moment. In this video, I'm going to break it down for you. First, I'm going to talk about why it is so difficult to respond on the spot, why you get that blank mind and you can't think of anything to say. Then I'm going to share 5 strategies to help you respond better in the moment. Let's get straight into it. Why is it so hard to think of a response on the spot? Well, when you're in a challenging conversation, you get stressed, right? I get stressed and you probably get stressed as well. We're not wired for conflict, so you probably have your heart pounding. You may have rapid breathing. You may start sweating. These are all physiological symptoms of stress. It's basically the body's way of putting you in fight or flight mode because it detects danger. This is a survival mechanism that we have developed over many years over human evolution. It allows us to physically move quickly on the spot. It allows us to jump out of the way of danger or to fight if necessary. Now, what happens when your body is in fight or flight mode is all of your bodily functions go to the parts of the body that matter the most at that time to run away from danger or to fight if necessary. So all of your bodily functions go to your limbs and to your heart. Your limbs, so you can run fast away from danger. Your heart beats faster and pushes blood to your limbs or to your other organs. Your pulse rate increases, your blood pressure goes up, which causes you to develop fast and shallow breathing. Your lungs open up to take in as much oxygen as possible, and your sight, your hearing, and your other senses sharpen so you can react quickly if you need to. All of these bodily functions, as I mentioned, go to the parts of the body that matter the most at that time when you are sensing danger, which means they are taken away from your brain, which is exactly where you need them for thought processing and for cognitive function. Because you don't have the resources when you need them and where you need them, i.e. your brain, it prevents you from thinking and communicating clearly on the spot, which is why you can't respond the way you want in the moment when you are in front of a challenging situation or a stressful conversation. This isn't something you really have a lot of control over. In my opinion and from my experience, it's really about getting used to difficult conversations and stressful conversations and knowing how to be assertive, what to say in the moment. So let's move on to how you can be assertive when you need to and in the moment. The first thing you need to do is to try to calm your stress response. Now, this is easier said than done, I know. But what really helps me, and the important thing that you need to remember here, is to breathe. Take a deep breath in and push all of that oxygen out of your lungs. This will immediately calm your mind and calm your body and hopefully take it out of that fight or flight response mode. It's a way of telling your brain that you are not scared, that you are in control and you are calm. You can also adopt confident body language. Now, this is a really effective strategy to use when you are in a stressful situation. I don't know if you've heard of the study done by Amy Cuddy and other professors back in 2010, but they found that when you adopt confident body language, or more specifically, high power poses for 2 minutes, it immediately makes you feel more confident and more powerful on the spot. So this is something you can absolutely put into effect if you are in a difficult conversation, you're feeling a bit stressed. Try to use confident body language or high power poses to convey confidence and trick your mind into thinking that you are confident as well. Keeping calm by breathing properly and using confident body language can really help calm your mind and help you react and respond the way you want on the spot. The second thing you can do is to be prepared if you can. Now, you don't always have time to prepare for difficult or stressful conversations. Sometimes you're just caught in the moment, you're caught in that conversation and you might have to react and think on the spot. But there are other times when you know you're going to have a difficult conversation. And for those conversations, you can prepare. For example, I recently had to have a difficult or assertive conversation with somebody, and I obviously had time to prepare for this conversation because I knew it was about to happen. So I could prepare the exact words that I was going to use. I could remind myself to breathe during the conversation because actually that is something I often forget to do. I could also practice and rehearse confident body language as I was rehearsing what I was going to say to this person. All of this really helped me come across a lot more confident when I was in that conversation, and the whole conversation was a lot more effective as a result.
That concludes today's episode of 7 Minutes for Yourself. Please take a moment to rate and review the show on Apple Podcasts. Today and every day with your kiddo is a gift. Enjoy it. Thanks for tuning in.